Welcome back to What the Fact. In today's video we'll be discussing annexation of Georgia by Soviet Union. It's been exactly 100 years since this event. In 1920, Georgian communist Sergo Orjonikidze wrote a telegram to Stalin and Lenin in Moscow. By that time, the 11th Red Army was in Baku, and Sergo was basically the head of the army. In this telegram, he informed his comrades that in about 10 days they would be celebrating the occupation of Tbilisi, which was the capital of Georgian Republic by that time, and still is, by the way. First skirmishes on border of Georgia and Soviet Azerbaijan ended with crushing defeat of Soviet army, which forced USSR to sign peace agreements with Georgia and declare its independence. In reality, though, this was just a delay for USSR. Same year, on November 29th, the aforementioned 11th Red Army attacked Sovereign Republic of Armenia and made it communist in just 3 days. At the beginning of 1921, Georgia was the last independent and sovereign country on the region of Caucasus Mountains. There were two major reasons why USSR was afraid of occupying Georgia: international society and Turkey. They had to negotiate with Turkey first. While there were negotiations with Turkey, around 300 Soviet agents were activated in Georgia. Their main goal was to start a revolt on disputed territory in Lore, where decent size of the population were Russian and Armenian. This revolt would be the reason for Soviets to intervene and regulate the ethnic conflicts, which actually has always been a go-to method for either Tsarist or Soviet Russia. At the end of 1920, Georgia acquired a document with secret plans for occupation of Georgia, but for some reasons, Georgian government didn't prepare for the attacks. At the beginning of 1921, Russia finished its negotiations with Britain. Therefore, factor of international society was off the table, because after the negotiations, Britain agreed that everything that happened on Caucasus Mountains was inside job for USSR. Meanwhile, negotiations with Turkey were coming to end as well. USSR and Turkey negotiated that Turkey wouldn't be mind of Sovietization of Georgia if they would receive some lands from Georgia, which Soviet Union had no problem with. Soviet army consisted of nations that they have already conquered, including South Caucasus nations and North Caucasus nations, Asian communists, and also Georgian communists. The plan was to attack Georgia on 9 fronts. 2 war fronts would be opened from north. Main power would be the one that would attack from southeast of Georgia, from Azerbaijan and Armenia. Red Army consisted of 7 infantry divisions, 5 cavalry divisions, 1,605 machine guns, and 200 units of artillery, while Georgian army consisted of only 21,000 individuals, amongst which the most elite unit were called Junkers, young men only trained to defend their homeland. 27th of January, Georgia was declared independent by England and France, which was celebrated and highly appreciated by Georgian society. One of Soviet agents opened a restaurant on south of Georgia, thanks to which he gained trust from locals, not only population, but soldiers as well. In this restaurant on 10th of February in 1921, this agent invited soldiers, drugged them, and then killed all of them. The operation has started. For some reasons, head of government didn't take any measures. They refused to believe that Red Army or USSR was behind all that. After further skirmishes, they finally understood that behind all this was USSR. The president of Georgia tried to contact Moscow, which refused to answer any negotiation requests from Tbilisi. On 18th of February in 1921, Battle for Tbilisi has begun. Soviets opened two fronts, and first attacks ended with crushing defeat of the attackers. 65 dead on first front, whilst on another one, two Soviet divisions were obliterated by Georgia's legendary general Georgy Mazniashvili, and around 1,600 prisoners of war were left behind by fleeing Soviets. On 21st of February, situation for the Republic of Georgia even worsened because Turkey demanded lands from Georgia, as was agreed with Soviets, and annexed historical lands of Georgia called Taoklarjeti. On 24th of February, major assault on Tbilisi has begun. Main powers were thrown on line which was commanded by legendary Georgian general Georgy Mazniashvili. Despite all that, general held the line. I guess there's a reason why he's legendary, not just a general. But other lines of defendants weren't that successful. The legitimate government decided to flee the capital and later country as well. On 25th of February in 1921, Red Army entered Tbilisi. Tbilisi was occupied. Red Army robbed the local population during several days. On streets, at their houses, it didn't matter, they just robbed everyone they could. Part of which were collected and sent back to Moscow, to Vladimir Lenin. Parts of Georgian government was still in Georgia, and Turkey was trying to gain some more land from already annexed Georgia. They failed, and all was caused by the aforementioned General Georgy Mazniashvili. This was the last patriotic act committed by fleeing Georgian army and government. That was it for today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please like it, share it, and subscribe to my channel. See you next time.